It's Saturday morning, September 8th. I'm camped along Highway 16, somewhere between Terrace and Kitwanga. I woke up on the wrong side of the bed this morning. It was gray, cold, and rainy, and then I come downstairs and my fridge didn't seem to be working. It was just making this humming sound. Like the motor wanted to come on, but it wouldn't. So it seems to be working now. I went outside for a little bit, I came back, and now back to business as usual, but certainly had me in a panic, and it was the wrong way to start the day. So I'm going to have my cereal and make some coffee, and then start working my way east towards Smithers. That fridge is almost 20 years old. The thing just keeps going. It's been like the Nokia phone of 12-volt fridges. Before I resume driving east, I think I'm going to see where that concrete bridge goes to. That crosses the Skeena River, and there's nothing but forest land on the other side. Let's explore. This is a logging road, and then it turns off onto this gently used 2-track. Sign says Carpenter Creek Forest Service Road. I have a feeling that this trail is going to terminate abruptly and unremarkably. That's okay though, it feels really good to be out exploring. Wow, the last thing that I expected to find up here was another bridge. This one's really tall too. The trail was so overgrown, it looked like it was just going to stop at any moment, and now this. This trail is no longer marked on my base map on Gaia GPS, but it just keeps going, and I'm in love with these colors and how dramatic this landscape is. It's beautiful. Wow, what an unexpected delight this road has been. The road is starting to feel much less like a road right about here. It's still distinctly a road, but nature is starting to reclaim it considerably, so I'm considering turning around. This is sort of a milestone, so I'm making a note of it. But I am back in Kitwanga, British Columbia. And I just completed a big month-long loop, starting from here, going up the Cassiar Highway, to Yukon Territory, to the Alaska Highway, up to Whitehorse, down to Skagway, back down the Inside Passage of Alaska, to Prince Rupert, and back to here. So, sort of a momentous occasion, and my only regret is that I didn't see the Northern Lights, but there is always time for that. Okay, close encounter with a black bear. What you didn't see, Mom, was that I abandoned the camera on the tripod, set it to record, and retreated back to the Jeep. It's when I closed the Jeep door that the bear was startled and then ran off in the other direction. So I was safely away, and yeah, that was very cool. Okay, so this is Twin Falls Recreation Site near Smithers, British Columbia. It's a parking lot for a hiking trail in addition to 4 free campsites, each consisting of a picnic table, a fire pit, and of course there's a vault toilet. It's nice. It's nice and unspoiled, and there's a phenomenal hiking opportunity that I think I'm going to take advantage of tomorrow. There's also a bear that lives in the woods next to the Jeep. It's Sunday morning, and I was going to go for a more technical hike this morning, but the forecast says that there's going to be rain all day. So instead, I'm just going to go for a short walk up here to the Twin Falls viewing platform. Plaque is dedicated to Eric Paul Buss, who died in an avalanche. If you cannot understand that there is something in man which responds to the challenge of this mountain and goes out to meet it, that the struggle is the struggle of life itself, upward, forever upward, then you won't see why we go. What we get from this adventure is just sheer joy, and joy is, after all, the end of life. We eat and make money to be able to enjoy life. That is what life means, and that is what life is for. George Leigh Mallory. The viewing platform is never enough. It's Sunday morning in Smithers, British Columbia, and everything is closed except for Bugwood Coffee Shop. Rustic coffee shop right here in the corner of Main Street. After spending the morning at the coffee shop in Smithers, tending to some data on Gaia GPS, doing some email correspondence, I put the camera away and went to a restaurant for a burger and some beer. And then I came back to Twin Falls Campground, where I'm settled in for the night. Going to watch some Netflix, call it an early night since it's raining. Hopefully no more bear encounters. And then tomorrow, keep trekking eastward. Monday morning, September 10th, and it is still raining. I really can't complain because BC needs it to suppress the wildfires. I'm just going to have to make do. It's Monday afternoon. I spent all morning in Smithers doing some work in town, and now I'm heading into the bush. Nichiesqua North Connector Forest Service Road closed at 11 kilometers. Winter use only. Well, that wasn't part of the plan. I sort of expected this to be a loop. Okay, we know the road ends in 11 kilometers. That's disappointing. But we don't know how it ends. Well, that was fun. Sometimes a dead end is just a dead end. It's a little bit overcast, but such a dazzling array of colors right now. The deciduous leaves are starting to turn, so we have bright yellows, reds, oranges, and then the pink and purple flowers, the green trees. It's really cool. I was thinking about spending the night here, but over on the mountain over there, maybe 7 to 10 kilometers away, we still have smoke from a wildfire. Probably low risk, but I've survived this long by avoiding dangerous circumstances, and it seems to really work for me, so I'm just going to keep doing that. But Chris, you just got new brakes. Why do you need them again? Mud. Just because you can doesn't mean you should. This logging road just keeps going. I really need to turn around and head back soon. Just want to see where it goes. Look at it. Finally mustered the willpower to turn around. Heading back to civilization. Today did not go as expected, but that's not a complaint, it's more like an observation. There was plenty of adventure. The British Columbia wilderness is beautiful, if not a little dangerous. I'm back at the Twin Falls Recreation Site for the third night back in Smithers, BC. I didn't expect that, but since that trail ended and didn't go through, I just ended up backtracking, so here I am. Tomorrow, I'm not sure yet, but it's been a long day, so I'm gonna get to sleep. Glacier Gulch Trail, I'm giving it a go. It is very wet and I'm very hot. I feel like I'm wearing too many layers. I don't even know where this trail goes aside from up, but what else is new? All I know is glacier is a cool word. So is gulch, so I don't know, together it should be pretty awesome. Oh good. There's a cable. I did not see that at first. Oh good. Apparently the first part wasn't challenging enough. I'm so excited. I see. Look at that smug rock. What are you smiling at, rock? Holy sh**. This is awesome! It's almost 2 p.m. What needs to happen now is I need to put my camera down, put it in my backpack, no more content, and just focus on getting back down the mountain safely. I'm fatigued, I'm a little bit hungry. It was 4 kilometers up here. It was absolutely worth it. This has been amazing. It is a rainy Wednesday morning and chilly at 43 degrees Fahrenheit, and I am eastbound on Highway 16, heading toward Burns Lake, British Columbia. Not specifically, but that general region. This is Pinkut Lake Recreation Site, north of Burns Lake, British Columbia. A nice free campground. I haven't picked out a site yet, but looks like it'll do nicely. I'm not sure I'm helping. All right, lunchtime. I've got chips, salsa. This is Pace mild salsa, which I think I prefer. I've got more potted meat. I'm gonna make a sandwich, maybe a grilled cheese potted meat sandwich. Oh, and Sherwood Mountain Lager, brewed in Terrace, British Columbia. Hot and spicy grilled spam and cheese sandwich. This is really very good. Wow, this is really good. I sliced the spam into 2 pieces, and then I cooked the spam. I put 2 slices of American cheese, 1 on each slice of spam, and then put it all together and cooked it like a grilled cheese. Spam is absolutely underrated. Granted, this is the flavored spam, hot and spicy. I don't know. I haven't actually had plain spam yet. Really good. I am moving files around on my computer, so I'll use this time to show you around a little bit. My top bin, the one that says I Love Alaska, I use as a shelf. My iPhone's on here charging. I've got reading material, paper towels that usually aren't there. Above my roll bar, I have my CB antenna that I don't currently have installed. Over there I have my Garmin InReach charging. It's hanging on my Eno hammock, which hangs on the roll bar. I hang a lot of things. In my cup holders in the back seat, I have a beard trimmer. The beard trimmer doesn't get enough use. Goal Zero lantern. My sleeping bag. This is my 0-degree mummy bag that I use in colder temperatures, so I've been using it all the time. It's rolled up underneath the back seat. Hanging on the back seat, I have a Blue Ridge Overland gear bag, and inside that bag are camp propane canisters. Draped over the passenger side seat right now is an enormous LL Bean duffel bag. It was in my kayak, but I opened up my kayak one day and found this saturated, wet, so I relocated it and turned it into a seat cover. My Beeler Flex bungee keeps the bins from sliding forward, and I've got little keychain carabiners holding water bottles, and sometimes I hang my car keys from this one, so they don't get lost. On my rear headrest, I store my Princeton Tech headlamps. Hanging from a carabiner on my driver's side roll bar, I have a mug. I have a bag that's, I'm not using that for anything right now. A Blue Ridge Overland gear bag that has toothbrush and toothpaste. Tucked in here underneath the rear window are the legs for my Tembo Tuscadel. I have a charger that is currently charging a camera battery for this camera, a Lumix GH5. Right here's the plug for my 12-volt fridge, and that little blue glow is USB, and that's what the camera charger is plugged into. My laptop is charging. It's currently plugged into the factory power inverter right here. I turned the ignition on for that because that is wired to the crank battery, not the accessory battery. And what I've learned is that when the voltage gets too low, the power inverter will automatically shut off before it kills your crank battery, so you don't have to worry about not being able to start. My CB radio is hooked up and wired, even though the CB antenna is not. It is my single most unused piece of equipment. One of the very first mods that I did to the Jeep a couple years ago was I removed the 12-volt outlet that came factory and replaced it with a dual USB port by Blue Sea. My map pockets in my headliner have Outdoor Photographer magazine, Scottle cookbook. Map pockets on the driver's side have a national park pass, and inside the zippered compartment, actual maps. Underneath the driver's seat, I have toilet paper, a shovel that you can't see right now, and also a handsaw. Inside the back seat pocket, I have a GoPro and corkscrew with a bottle opener. One of my most valuable pieces of equipment that I don't mention nearly enough is my Panasonic Lumix GH5 with Leica 1260 lens. And it has been a game changer for me. All of my imagery is done on this. Still photos, videos, with the exception of, this, I'm using my iPhone. I'm in love with this camera. It has been great to me, and it never leaves my hand. I don't know what to say about it without totally geeking out on you guys, but this is a big deal. This has really opened up some doors as far as what I can create. I've been meaning to highlight this camera for quite some time because it really has been phenomenal. I started using it at Overland Expo West 2017, so that event and all footage and all episodes after that have been shot on this camera. Before that, I used my Canon 80D, which I sidelined. It's back in Pennsylvania in storage. The Jeep's reporting 26 degrees Fahrenheit right now. All this past month I traveled into northern Canada and Alaska, and the temperature at night seldom dropped below 50 degrees. Just like that, summer over. It's Thursday morning. I left camp and I'm now in Burns Lake, British Columbia. I think I'm going to get an early start on this week's episode, and after this head on over to the library, sit on my computer, and edit video all day. So that's a wrap for this week. A reminder to all of my Patreon subscribers that I did in fact update the data in Dropbox to include all of my travels from Canada and Alaska. So that's all now current. If you're a Patreon subscriber, please check it out and enjoy. Otherwise, thank you guys for following along, for your ongoing support, and I'll catch up with you again next Friday.